Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss the measures of inequality. We'll start off with the basic measures that you have already learned in your undergraduate courses. The first measure I'm going to discuss is the Lorenz curve. The Lorenz curve, given by Max O. Lorenz in 1905, is a graphical representation of the distribution of income or wealth in a society. The curve depicts graphically what percentage of the total wealth is being held by a certain percentage of people. Here you can see the Lorenz curve is given in red. So the perfectly straight line in blue is the line of equality, which would be if each share of population owns that respective share of wealth. So if 10% of the population owns 10% of the wealth, 30% of the population owns 30% of the total wealth, we would have the line of equality. It is blue, 45 degree, the blue line, 45 degrees angle. Now the red line would represent the real situation in the society. In this particular hypothetical society, you can see that the bottom 50% of the population, the poorest 50% of the population, owns only about 10% of the total income in the society. On the other hand, the top 10% of the population owns nearly around 30% of the total income of the population, right? So further, this red line is from the line of equality, the more unequal the distribution. I hope you have noticed that on the x-axis you have cumulative percentage of population, and on the y-axis we have cumulative percentage of income. Now the Lorenz curve is a graphical depiction of the income inequality. So if I have two societies A and B, here I can say that the green curve, since it's closer to the line of equality, the population in country B or society B is more egalitarian than society A, right? Because the green line or the Lorenz curve for country B is closer to the line of inequality. But what happens sometimes is we have situation where the Lorenz curves look something like this. That is, the Lorenz curve for A and B, country A and B, are intersecting each other. In a situation such as this, it is tough for us to say which society is better off unless we make some sort of a normative judgment, right? So that is one of the limitations of Lorenz curve. We need additional information or additional assumptions for us to declare that society A is better off or worse off than society B.